Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear students. Yesterday I have given you the comprehension of the poem Miraculous. I hope you have understood the meaning of the word miraculous and the poem composed by Walt Whitman. Today I am going to give you the summary of the poem and the questions. The poem Miraculous is composed by Walt Whitman. The poem is easy to understand. The poet expresses his great surprise and astonishment as to why people feel or get excited about miracles. He draws his miracles from everyday life. For him, walking down the streets of Manhattan, a busiest city in New York, is a miracle. According to him, miracles are from nature and connected with men and city life. For the poet, the rooftops of multi storied buildings, walking through the water on the beach, standing under trees in the woods, or talking with anyone you love, dinner at a dinner table with one's family, looking at the strangers opposite in the car, are miraculous. Watching honeybees in hive, animals feeding in the fields, sundown, stars shining above the, the fine curve of the new moon in spring are all miracles to him. All these are closely connected with one another, but at the same time, each is separate. To him, every hour of light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space, every square yard of the earth, and every foot of the interior of the earth is crowded with miracles. To him, sea is a continual miracle. The fishes that swim, the rocks, the motion of the waves, the ships with men in them are all miracles. So, this is the summary of the poem. Now, we have some questions. Question number one. The usual view of miracles is that it seldom happens. What does Walt Whitman think about miracles? Walt Whitman's view about miracles is different. He draws his miracles from everyday life. The people and city life are full of miracles. Nature itself is an emblem of miracles. The creation of honey bees, animals are all miracles. Question number two. When you read the poem, you notice that some miracles are from nature, others are connected with the people and city life. How Whitman moves from one to another. Answer. Miracles from nature. Honeybees busy around the hive on a summer forenoon. Number second, animals feeding in the fields. Number third, wonderfulness of the sundown. Number four, stars shining so quiet and bright. Number 5, thin curve of the new moon in spring. Number 6, every hour of light and dark. So now the miracle is connected with man and city life. Sky high buildings, wading along the beach with naked feet, stand under trees in the woods. Number 2, talk by day with anyone we love. Number third question, what do the lines about Manhattan and subway core tell us about Whitman's feeling for people? Answer, the lines about Manhattan and subway cores tell us that the poet is amazed about the attitude of the people who get excited about miracles or admire them greatly. The real miracles are always dear for everyone to experience and understand. What are the images used by the poet? It's a literary device. The poet has used concrete images in the poem. Number 1, roofs of houses towards the sky, wade with naked feet along the beach, stand under trees in the woods, sit at table at dinner with the rest, look at strangers opposite one riding in the car. The second literary device is there any rhyme scheme in the poem? So when we go through the poem, the first verse of the poem is, why, who makes much of a miracle? As to me, I know of nothing close but miracles. Whether I walk the streets of Manhattan or dot my sight over the roofs of houses toward the sky, or wade with naked feet along the beach just in the edge of the water. So the last words of the verse do not match with each other, so they don't have the same sound. So we can say the poem Miracles has no rhyme scheme. It's a free verse.